Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Achak Wadash. We say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Bahashim Achak Wadash. And we give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders of Great Millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. 2023, which is the hopeful year that all the prophecies are fulfilled. And we praying for that. You see the title of the video. We got now the controversy about, the name, which, is beautiful, man. Because we gonna defend the gospel. Any needs be done. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is the same power, it doesn't change. Just like when he said there was too many men, send some back. The Lord is into. He said the Lord is a man of war. If you a man of war, guess what? You like war. The Heavenly Father wants controversy, and we gonna Lord willing be that good side. But the title of the video is "There is Power in Those Names." Personal testimony, okay? Because we gotta start letting these things out. We at the point because what's happening now is guys are trying to negate the name. But one thing we know, hey, Yabashim Yashab Rekatah, Yabashim Makakwadas, to those on the comment board. But the one thing we have to agree with is that the Most High is not going to give his power unto another. The Most High said he's a jealous power. So why I say that is that if Yabashim Yashab is a jealous power, what makes you think he's going to give his name, he's going to give a name that we just came up with and we mispronunciated the glory that it's been getting throughout the world, throughout the nation, throughout the known earth, because we have entered into the gates of the noble, not with Yeshua. Yeshua has not gotten the clout that everything's been happening around. Yahweh has not gotten the clout that has seen the world witness what you call awakening. Okay, so we have that's point number one. Okay, because the Most High said, "Man, water," but the Most High giveth the increase. So who's the one that's been increasing the name of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai? Is the Most High Himself, because that is His name that He's given to us. My mindset behind this video is that I'm not. This is not emotions. This is real life. This is my life. This is brothers' lives that I know personally, that I can attest to personally. If you call in a made up name, that made up name is not going to do something. If you call whatever name out you want to call and you want to praise that name's not going to give you blessings in life that you have to thank Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is majority. This is to thank the Lord, man. All right. This is to thank the Lord, because I'm going to tell you, the first time when I came in this truth, the Most High tested me to see if I would call on that name. Just like I'm sure a lot of you brothers and few sisters have been tested. The Lord will test you. The first time I've ever called on the Lord's name, I was getting ready to get into a jam, man. I was young in the truth, and I called on that name, and I called it fervently, and I was delivered from it. Okay? I was delivered from that situation where I knew that I was getting ready to be messed with by, how you say, Esau. Okay? But I called on that name, and I was like, man, Lord, help me. I didn't need the drama that was going to come with this situation. It was a traffic situation, and the Most High delivered me. Okay, the officer that was behind me he sped away all of a sudden. And I wasn't had anything bad or nothing, but I just didn't want to mess with them, that situation at the time. Okay, but what I want to point out in this video is that we have gotten blessings as men. We have became men in its truth, not by name of Yeshua or even Serapis, what they call the J word. I don't want to say it, but we've called on those names. Even others have called on those names, have not received blessings and things that you cannot attain to. The Most High said, you're going to glorify me when I do these things. Personally, I'm going to tell you that the Lord has given me something in my life that I never thought I'd have, and I never even prayed for it, but He gave it to me. And even the people that, when I received it, you know, because I'm not of this, I wasn't born here, but when I received it, I knew it was the Lord. I knew it was the name Yahweh Shem Yahushua that brought that. But the main thing I want to say is, let's look at these chariots and UFOs, okay? I myself personally, multiple occasions, have witnessed chariot UFO sightings on a high level. And I'm gonna go ahead, certain brothers have done testimonial videos. I haven't went into it deep, but I'm gonna go into it now because the reason Vocab and these other guys are not, they want to talk about the name because they're not attached. They're not the Most High's. The Most High said, you are none of mine. The Lord ain't messing with these guys. He said, you have not chosen me, but I've chosen you. So I feel honored to be able to tell stories like this. I feel honored. I've always wanted to, you know, put it close to the lapel, but I'm not doing that. Not on this video. I myself personally, with other brothers around me in Great Millstone, we have witnessed UFO sightings on multiple occasions that were out of this world. Okay, the first, I go into the first one. I go into the big one. You know, I've taped it at camp, but I was with the elders in Kansas City, and we were leaving a store, and we came back to the brother's house. We weren't even out the car yet. We even said to ourselves, like, man, this feels like a chariot night. This feels like a UFO, what they ignorantly call unidentified flying objects, okay? We got out of the car. We were sitting in the car. We just pulled into the brother's house, and we looked up, and we were in the car. We looked up, and a falling star fell right in front of us, and it was dripping fire plasma, man, okay? The plasma was dripping off of the chariot, almost to where it could look like it could hit the top of the apartment buildings we were at. I couldn't get out the car fast enough. I unbuckled my seatbelt. By the time I got out of the car and looked up, we were just looking up, and it was a shooting star, and it stopped right in front of us, and the tail caught up to the UFO. The chariot was sitting here, it fell, stopped, and then the tail end caught up to the UFO as it was dripping. All I could tell you was plasma. That's all I could compare it to was plasma. By the time I got my phone out, my phone died. Okay? My phone died, and we sat there and looked at this chariot, and it disappeared. Okay? This is an occasion. We sat out there probably until 3 or 4 in the morning, being visited by chariots until the night. The second chariot that showed up was way up where the stars were at, and was moving across. It was an orb moving across the sky for us to see it. And then the last chariot sighting of that night, it literally was about maybe 200 feet in front of us. It was a solid black object. It had lights on it. It didn't have no lights on it. It was a solid black object. And it floated right in front of us. It looked like a balloon that was doing this. And it stopped right in front of us. It was black as the night, but we could see the difference between the blackness of the UFO, the chariot, and the blackness of the sky. We could see it, and it was right in front of us. And the brothers can testimony to this, man. So if your name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai's name is fake, how are we witnessing this? This is the first of many sightings. But you also see that chariots have showed themselves over the camps of Great Millstone. If we were pushing a false name, why is it that these chariot sightings? Because the Most High, what did he show Yahweh Shai when Yahweh Shai was baptized? A dove came, which was a chariot, and it says it fell upon him like a dove. That was a chariot. When Yahweh Shai was doing the transfiguration, a cloud came and said, "This is my son, whom I well pleased, hear ye him." When Yahweh Shai was translated, he was taken up in a cloud, and it says his disciples beheld him. So hand in hand with Yahweh Shai in the name Yahweh comes chariots. This is the only thing I can concretely give because that's why I said there's power in those names, man. That's why my faith, I don't have no other choice. I know to believe. I believe in y'all. I don't, it ain't no question to me. I've witnessed it with my own eyes. I've seen it. Call what you want. This ain't no YouTube video. This is me and other brothers' personal testimony that they can make videos to back up what I'm saying, man. So if those names have no power, then why are these things happening around those names? Salaki, I got the ear. I'm doing the earpiece thing in the driving, so bear with me. That's the point I want to say. But when we go back to vocab and all these other guys, because guess what? They don't have faith. They don't believe in nothing they need a sign and tangible proof. But we believed in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and we didn't need a sign. But the Lord gave us signs. He gave us wonders in heaven. And I'm telling you, you brothers and sisters on this comment board, believe in those names, man. I can't, I'm not here to lie to you. I would not lie. I didn't even want to tell these stories. I've said it here and there, but I haven't went into detail. But me and the brothers, it was me and two other brothers, a younger brother and the elder, and we witnessed chariots hours into the night, man. We were praising Yahweh Shem Yahushua, praising the Lord. Other situations with other men, we've witnessed it throughout the years, man. There's power in those names. The reason these other camps, these other guys are talking about the name because they don't believe in that name. The Most High has not chosen them. He has not given himself to them because they're not of his. But I'm telling you, we're coming to the time where the tires finna meet the road when it comes to Yahweh Shem Yahushua's name, man. So those that want to talk about it, you playing with the right one. Those that want to not believe it, you playing with the right one. But I'm gonna tell you personally, the last one, I guess I'll tell the last one we witnessed. But it was Kansas City, St. Louis, and we were all, it was Jeff City, Kansas City, and St. Louis. And we were all together in a condo. And we witnessed chariots until 4 or 5 in the morning, man. Different chariots, different things that you couldn't, I can't even explain it to you. And it was so fearful that we couldn't even get our cell phones out to record, man. So what is the chances of us going through these and seeing these if we're just crazy guys yelling on a name that does not have power? Men have become better. Men have become men. We've been known how to, because he said, I should not believe in the words of a man, but the power. You got to believe the power. Look at the truth. It's gained traction throughout all the 4 corners of the planet Earth. If this name was not so, why would the Lord give the increase of that and give it to some other name? He didn't show signs and wonders through supposed Jesus. He didn't show through Yahuwah, Yeshua, none of those names, man. Hey, the water, brother. Hey, this the brother Yanazar. This is Baruch 2:32, and it says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. That's right. That's right. We're thinking upon the name because the Lord has given us the name. The reason he took the name away because we were in the time we had to go into great darkness. Now we're in the time of light. The Lord said that he's going to redeem us in our land. And he's going to give us, what it say, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Thy rod and thy staff comfort me, man. So the Lord is comforting the elect through his name, because that's the ultimate comfort. Because once we have the Lord's name, we have the keys to the castle, man. This is the book of Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and are safe. I've been delivered. Brothers have been delivered. This is just a personal, I'm going to give that one. That's the only one on my spirit right now. I give those 2. But we seen a chariot the size of, I can't even tell you what it was, man. We still don't really know what it was, what we were looking at in when we all together. And then we seen the chariots in Chicago. The brother was there. I wasn't there, but we had videotape of chariots going across the sky. And that was it wasn't a unity camp. It was just all brothers from different states coming together. And guess what? The chariots showed themselves. Only ones that knew that all the men was together was the men of Great Millstone and the angels. We didn't televise it. We didn't push it out there, but it happened. So these are the things. We're coming to the times our testimonies are going to come out, man. They're going to come out. And that's why we go the way that we go, because I want, those that are outside looking in, because you might not have that experience with these things, but guess what? We've had it. That's why, hey, we're convinced, man. You don't have to, we're not talking this to try to convince ourselves like this is the name and what do we believe in it. No, we know. We have proof that we didn't ask for proof, but the Lord gave us proof, man. Why is it these chariots and UFOs and the truth is spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth? There's millions of Israelites that know that they're Israelites, even though they might not have 100% truth. But Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, said as the part, it says some stood up on their feet, but there's no breath in them. The breath is coming by way of the apostles and elders, man, which is breaking down the truth to you where you can understand it and grasp it and soak it into your... They're going to cover the skies, man. These things are going to cover the skies. Vocab can't explain it away. All right. All these other groups can't explain it away, because guess what? The Lord is showing chariots to rapists in the underbelly of Israel. No other camp has shown chariots and UFOs over their camp. G-Man, when G-Man came to the apostles, he witnessed this UFO sighting, man. That is the elephant in the room, because guess what? How can you explain that away? Because we don't control chariots. We don't have the ability to make these things appear unto us, man. We could pray as much as we want, but there's no way for these things to appear. But that's why I wanted to say a personal testimony. I've been delivered. I've seen things, and I'm a better human. I'm a better man for the name Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And I'm not ashamed to say it, man. I'm not ashamed of my power, man. I'm not ashamed of it. And I can tell you things that I would give you details of my life that I personally know the Lord has touched it, man. So I don't bat an eye at these guys, but I want those that are in the fence and hearing them, don't even doubt. Do not doubt. You need to lock yourself in and praise on the Lord and let him show you things if it's in his will. But I'm telling you, I've seen things that are fearful, man. That literally I couldn't even pull my cell phone out. I was so scared, man. And this is personal testimonies, because these guys can't. I'm not a liar. The only thing you can sell is I'm a liar. I'm not. And brothers can testimony. They can make videos and responses, man. But I'm telling you, the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, there's power in those names, man. And the powers have shown us in heaven. All right. So I just wanted to make this quick section, this quick in transit. I'm getting ready to go in this damn store, but I just wanted to say that to the men out there, to the brothers out there, keep faith, keep fighting, keep holding on to it. Don't get shook up by these other camps, these other guys talking, because they don't know what they mean. They don't know the power they dealing with, man, because they don't trust him. You got to trust Yahweh Shem Yahshai with your heart, and he knows if you do or not. We're coming to some crazy times, and what are you going to do when they're in the air? These chariots in the air. Prophecies are happening. C-hip stations are happening. All these things are prepping for what's coming, man. And Lord willing, we all keep and endure to that time. So with that, I want to say, call Haloyim Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem and Chakwadash. We say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahashem and Chakwadash. Until next time, I say Shalom. And as always, keep faith, keep fighting, keep holding on to it. We almost there. Shalom.